Hello friends, today our topic is STLC. STLC stands for Software Testing Lifecycle. Software testing lifecycle is a sequence of activities conducted during the testing phase to ensure that quality software can be delivered. All the activities are performed just to improve the quality of the software product. All the testing activities are executed in a well-planned and systematic manner. Each phase has different goals and deliverables. Different organizations have different phases in STLC. However, the basic remain the same. Software testing lifecycle includes both verification and validation activities. Following are the steps involved in the STLC. The first one is requirement analysis, test planning, environment setup, test case execution, defect logging, test cycle closure. Now let me explain each and every steps one by one. The first step is requirement analysis. So in this phase, all the team members will go through the document of the software which is prepared by the business analyst and the product owner, and all the team members generally studies those documents, uh, attend the meeting to clear their doubts with the product owner or business analyst, and then they move to the next phase, which is test planning. So test planning will contain different steps involved, like objective of the test planning, scope, then training required to test the software, tools required, environment setup. These things are decided in this particular phase. I will explain test planning phase in the upcoming videos. Next step is environment setup. So in environment setup, what we generally do like we basically set up the environment in the software form as well as in the hardware form. So each and every software which is required to execute or to run this developed software is prepared in this particular phase. Like we should have Chrome or type of browser which need to execute that particular build, or any particular Android or iOS device for the application to get tested. Then the operating system required to get those particular software executed. Like these things, thereafter, in the hardware form, if we discuss about the hardware form, the type of hardware required to execute that particular program is gathered in this phase. And the next phase is test execution phase. So in test execution phase, whatever test case is prepared by the test engineer is executed on the software application, and then move towards the next phase, which is defect logging phase. So when you run all the test cases in the application, during that phase, if you found any bug, then you need to log those bugs in the test management tool like Jira, Trello, Bugzilla, whatever used by the organization. So you have to log that particular bugs or defect, and then you have those bugs are fixed by the development team, and you have to retest all these things again. And as soon as you as soon as you completed all the bugs, or all the bugs are resolved, then we move to the next phase, which is test cycle closure phase. So in test cycle closure phase, we have to give the deliverables to the stakeholder or the customer, whatever is decided. So the deliverables will include the test plan document, SRS, BRD, test case document, test report document, defect logging reports. All these things are hand over to the stakeholders and the customer. One more thing is very important in the test STLC phase, which is entry and exit criteria. And the entry criteria is it gives all the prerequisite items, whatever is required that must be completed before the actual testing is started. And the exit criteria is it is basically define all the criteria that must be completed before the testing activities are concluded. So generally, we have entry and exit criteria before each and every steps involved in the software testing lifecycle.